Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Today we're going to be jumping into Star Citizen again. They have a free fly, free play event, so it's not going to cost you anything to jump in. You don't have to buy any starter packs. All you have to do is download the launcher and the game and check it out. And it's available till I think February 23rd. This is not a sponsored video. I just played this game on my free time, so there's no benefit in it for me whatsoever. I just think a lot of people would find this game enjoyable. I want to play it. So let's jump into the verse. I'm going to check out one of the new ships that they give. I believe 5 or 6 ships or so. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But you do have, a variation of ships that can do different game loops in the game, whether it be mining or salvation or just standard flying, light cargo ships. Today I'm going to be checking out, I think it's the Cutlass Black. It's a ship I'm very interested in. It costs $110 if you were to buy it on the starter pack, which would also give you the license to the game. But you can buy it in game for, I think, just a little bit over 2 million credits. So all the games or all the ships in the game are available not only to purchase for, you know, money, but they're also available to purchase for credits. So money would be actual money, and then credits would be the in-game currency that you use, to buy ammo and weapons and ships and armor and things like that, which is earnable in game through doing various content loops. So let's jump in here. And not only do I want to check out the Cutlass Black, but I'm relatively new to the game. I purchased it on December 25th, on Christmas Day of 2025. So I've only been playing it for a short time, but we're going to check out that ship, and I want to go to, I've seen something called Wicklow, which is some sort of trader, I think, where you gather specific materials for them, and you can get various unique items like guns or armor or ships. They have unique looks, so we're gonna check this out here. I don't know if I'm gonna do any actual PvP or cargo runs or anything like that. Just pretty much an exploration mission. I really enjoy the game, doing a lot of the exploration. I'll fly to a new system or a new space station, and I'll just walk around, to be honest with you, the commons, the shopping area. It's like a mall. Check it out. Really get used to, the verse itself. So,
welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
okay. So we're in the small hangar right now. These are the small ships. So the only small ship I do actually own is the Avenger Titan here. So they're going to give you the Anvil Arrow. Or I do also own the Atlas, but that's not a ship. That is a small mining mechanism that you get into to do the mining. Drake Golem is also a mining ship, and then the RSI Salvation is a salvation ship. So, it shows you the focus of the ship. And, certain ships are used in certain gameplay loops. But today we're just going to be calling the, I think I have to go to my large hangar. Medium hangar for that. I also do own the RSI, like I said in the last video, the Hermes. I'm going to be primarily focusing on the 1.0 launch for mining. I really enjoy that gameplay loop.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Go.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
You're allowed here. Oh, that's aggressive looking. I do like this ship. This ship holds, I believe, 46 SCU of cargo, so it can do some cargo missions. It's very capable in combat, especially after doing some upgrades on it. This is definitely a favorite, I think, among light pirating. So yes, there is pirating in the game. You can steal people's cargo, and there is PvP along with PvE aspects of the game. Oh, that is such a good looking ship. Wow. Turrets on top. 4 cannons off the bow. So those 4 cannons are controlled by the pilot, and then the large turret on top is controlled by a co-pilot. That'll go into the turret access. It's got side hatches for easy loading and unloading. All right, let's open this up and we'll do a quick tour here. It does have a nice sized cargo loading area. Okay, those are jump seats. So you could use that as a jump ship if you had 6 friends. Okay. Fuses. Opening and closing of the side bay doors. Yes, there are 2, one on each side. What do we have here? Okay, this is on-ship storage. Oh, look at that. They give you fuses and some repair canisters. Small and large. Huh. Excellent. Do they give you the same in the next one? Okay, I'm going to be taking those before I leave. This is one of the ships that, they give you for free. Weapons racks. Nice. You can store some weapons. More fuses. This is where the engineering terminal is to let you check on your systems. Power configurations, and you can save presets whether you want them to be specifically speed focused or combat focused, and save them. That way you can so quickly switch over your power management to suit the needs that you're going to be doing. Alright, what is that? That is the co-pilot seat, and this is the pilot seat. Check this out here. I like the orange theme, for sure. I like that orange theme. Power management, let's go over to HUD. We'll just make sure we have, advanced is on. Go back to the standard repairs. All right. Let's request the bay door to open. The ship does have VTOL. It's in VTOL mode right now for vertical takeoff and landing. I believe it's K. I haven't used a VTOL ship, but I believe it's K to rotate the engines once we... Yep. Put the landing gear up and we are off.
Everyone here hopes you enjoyed your visit to my boutique. The Empire's leading innovator in all things technology.
Player coming into land. I always like the look of New Babbage over nighttime. Very pretty city. Let's get up in our atmosphere and do some quantum jumping. I'm gonna go check out this Wicklow stuff. Seems like it'll be an interesting game loop running around the verse collecting things for prizes, quote-unquote, favors. Okay, we're at 13K. We should be out of atmosphere right now. So let's bring up our map. Search Wicklow. Wicklow. Gas station. Wicklow Emporium. There we go. That's route. So, like I said before, these quantum jumps are all actually physicalized. You know, you're traveling in real time throughout the verse. This isn't loading screens or anything, and you know I can show that just because you can pull yourself out of quantum. And if I were to bring up the map, you'll see you know, the distance from Microtech that I just left, and we'll jump right back into Hyper. Quantum drive the rest of the way. So you can be intercepted too when you're in quantum. You know, among the more traveled routes, there is, you know, like I said earlier, piracy. So, you know, if you're next to a specific jump point, you can run into some blockades where they're, you know, looking for either your cargo or something. I imagine maybe Wicklow might be one of those points. So we'll see if we encounter some PvP here. Let's turn our shields on, get out of nav mode just in case somebody gets spicy with us. Oh, is that it? Right? Yep. That looks like it's it right there, inside that meteor. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. I know I'm broadcasting in 1080, but in 4K, this is absolutely beautiful. Wow.
Expect anyone to take. Can you see? I cannot see. Landing gear down. Yes. Yes. Come on by. Party's ready.
That far one. Tall now. That's awesome. Wow, this place looks crazy cool.
Landing complete. Welcome. Engines. Let me know what you need.
Alright. place is wild looking. This is cool. Okay, so Wicklow favors. Trade for very useful ship parts. Trade for Merc script for favors. Trade council script. Okay. Oh, 40 Karenite. I think I have Karenite that's an element. I think I have some of that inside of the New Babbage storage. So who is Wicklow? Okay. So that's going to be the controls for the elevator. Yep, that's the elevator. I imagine that's where... Okay, so if I collect stuff, that's probably going to be where it goes to lower down to him. $24 Quantanium. Radiate Valacar pearls. So I would imagine these Wicklow favors and things are used what's to trade for whatever he might be giving you. I don't know. Let's see. Let's make sure. Let's actually go inside here. That is wild. I like the vibe of this place. The aesthetic looks really cool. Is an actual storage thing here. Okay, it's got its own storage. Let's store the ship.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Store.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage base.
Like I said, it's always best to store a ship, not only in case anything were to happen, you had a hard crash, you know, you'll have the ship stored, so any contents on it would be safe, but also to make sure that, you know, considering there's limited hangars in this area, that will, you know, once I exit and the ship is safely stored, it ensures that there's easy flow of, you know, other players coming in and out. And you can see it does actually bring the ship down. The bay's closed. Then it whisks it off to the magical storage land that no one ever sees. Oh, this is... Man, I wonder if some of this stuff is going to be craftable and get, you know, when we have our own habitats and houses and crafting and things like that. You know, some of the decor. Oh, please, CIG, make some of this stuff so you can decorate your habitat. Oh, look at that skull. And this is like a huge store of just oddities from around the verse. On display, like a mop. That must have been from old Earth. Vault. Is that ship components? Oh, it's not usable yet. Wanted to make myself some coffee, espresso. See, I have a feeling that these are the things that are going to be coming in. Like, if you know, you watched the last video, and I had that small cooking space, and this is what I imagine you'd be able to put in there. So if you wanted to have, you know, a coffee maker. Because even though my ship is a storage ship, it has a very small habitat. But there are absolutely beautiful ships that have, they're just massive, and they have full habitats and bathrooms and dining areas and jacuzzis. And this game is amazing. I really like it. That looks like Levski, which I have not been to. I have not left the Stanton system yet. All the hours I put into the game so far have strictly been in the Stanton system, the beginner system that I chose. I'm so enamored that I take my time and I enjoy the game, and it's a point of relaxation for me. I'm not here to rip through the game. It's an MMO. That's one of the main reasons I don't enjoy looking up guides, because, it's, most games that say, oh, it has 20 hours or 40 hours of content. A lot of the times I end up going over that just because, one, I'm not cheating. Well, I don't want to call it cheating. I'm not looking ahead to see how to do something. I'm really honestly trying to figure out the game. Oh, those personal knives. Arcade games back there. Okay, so if I want to actually do that, accept contract. Oh, boo. Wonder if I have to be a certain level in game. Maybe have mastery over all the different life skills, or certain rank, so to speak. That's a killer armor. This is my armor, kind of Halo-esque. I was an Xbox player. I like the woodland color scheme. But that's cool. Ship.
Many people like this. Can any requests?
I wonder if I'm even able to accept anything in here. Oh, that's a nice medic gear set. That would be kind of cool, nice and bright. Let people know, hey, I'm not really a threat. Pulse Plus, Ursa mod, Noxy mod. So these are vehicles. The Ursa is a vehicle. Models of ships and things. Oh, there's the Avenger Titan. What is that? That's definitely got to be a combat. Atlas Geo, color swaps. These seem pretty basic. Let me see if I can accept that. Nope.
Ingredient posted if you want one.
There's another floor.
I've contract out if you want me to make.
I'm definitely going to have to pay attention to this game loop. This seems like something that would entertain me. You know, I really enjoy cosmetics in game. I know they don't have any impact on the gameplay, but that's the whole point. You know, it's not there to be super OP. You know, it personalizes it, makes it your own. Oh, look at that.
This could be very helpful for you in travel.
Oh, you can actually get full-on ships. Those, I imagine, are huge contracts. I mean, to be honest, I haven't even been to an Onyx facility, which is, you know, where you fight those, I don't know what their names are, the worm things.
Necessarily not mine.
And I believe you can harvest their parts, like eyeballs and things like that. So maybe this is where you would turn those items in. Just a cool looking area. Meteor, cargo raft. So you can actually get ships without using in-game credits or real money. Oh, I like that digital camo on that. That's pretty dope. Nah, that digital's the best. That one's cool. More? We came in, right? Yep. Polaris, Crusader, the Anvil, Star Lancer, Idris. Oh my god, and yep. Wow. I bet orgs could probably be very efficient once I join an org. I don't really want to join anything. By the way, if you do play the game and you are looking for somebody that does cargo runs and will do mining and things of that nature until I'm more comfortable with using a mouse and keyboard for input. Just by all means, send me an invite. Vegas Postman. Same as this YouTube channel. You can find me. Parasite Constellation, the Asgard. So considering the difficulty of these, I would imagine these ships are probably upgraded from the standard, you know, ones that you could be able to purchase in a shipyard. Guns, that's pretty simple. Can I accept that? Nope. I'm a noob. Ooh. Gives me Dune vibes right there. That would be cool if it could be in a, you know, a flat dark Earth or something like that. Give me an FTE on that. That would be cool. Rocket launcher? Bazooka? Oh, I didn't know those were in the game. Light armor. Nah. Too weird. I think we're pretty much done here. I think we've seen everything, so. Well, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to wait and find out how I can, you know, get some kind of rep in here to complete these contracts for whatever he wants in trade. Look at that. It's definitely an emporium. Got some weird stuff in here. An actual. Hold races in this game? Something else I don't know about? Oh.
Can be for you if you want.
Modified Atlas. I imagine these are the creatures that he probably wants in trade. He probably likes odd things for the Emporium to trade for various possessions. Very interesting. Let me go back over to these and see if there was an actual key to press to maybe invoke one of the contracts. I don't really know. And I don't want to leave before I do know. It's just the elevator. Ooh, 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 could this be it? Nope, that's Fleet Manager. Actually, you know what? Since I'm right here, we can bring up our, let's bring it up. We can check this. If anybody watching this does happen to know, you know, how to do these or whatever, and you want to drop a comment down below, just a hint, please don't, you know, give away too much, but just say, hey, this is how you start those, or you have to be such and such level to, you know, to open this gameplay loop up. I'd appreciate that. like I said, I don't really like to spoil gameplay and know how to do something before I actually do it. Well, I definitely have to say this place is cool. That is definitely cool. Now this looks a little high. I wonder, can you physically actually jump up in this? No. No, you cannot. Okay, so this is for exit only. Okay, that knocks this ship down a peg. I like dual entry ships. That way if I happen to overfill the cargo area that's not on grid, I still have another way to get into the ship. Why did you not close? I hit the close button. Why did you not close? I hit the close button. Ooh. That would be why that button physically has multiple functions. Okay.
Now, I open hatch for you, Eve. Bye now.
See you later, Wicklow. That was cool. That's a cool POI. Also, if anybody can tell me that's been playing the game for a while, when they do a wipe, does it also wipe Wicklow stuff? Because it seems like if they're gonna wipe those, it almost doesn't make sense to do them. But if you do keep them, then then that's cool. Because how would they expect people to engage in a long-term gameplay loop when they're going to be wiping it? You know. Let's see, what kind of mission can we run here? Do we have any contracts way out here? What kind of hauling? Mercenary? User platform, array. Verified? Interesting. Let me not mess with unverified yet. I'm not very, very comfortable in PvP yet, or PvE. Hopefully this one isn't bugged. By Veer Ola. Oh well. Apps so I can. be right back, everybody, while this is in quantum travel. So go get yourself a drink, maybe go to the bathroom. I'll see you in a few seconds. I'm really glad that they give you this chance to free fly some of these, because it lets you check the limits of what the vehicle can do as far as, how much quantum fuel it holds. And I'm still at 87%, so this seems like it has a pretty decent range for, a mid to small size ship. I checked out the Salvation off stream, and very, very small quantum tank in there. So if you do jump around to do Salvation missions, you're really gonna have to stop off and refuel as you're jumping around the verse. I just really hope that this mission isn't bugged. They do have an instance where after you clear an area, it'll just immediately keep respawning enemies and respawning them and respawning them. And at that point, you're better off just leaving. Otherwise, you're going to burn through all your ammo and your med pens and things like that. And then they end up killing you, and then you lose all your inventory, and then you have to reclaim your ship because your ship is on another island, and then whatever you had stored in your ship, you also lose. So, those are some of the things, that can frustrate other players. It ends up being a time sink if you're, if you happen to, have a fully stocked ship with weapons, and, you're ready to go, and you're in an org, and, maybe you're doing multiplayer combat, and so usually if I, encounter an instance like that, I'll leave. I will leave and abandon the mission, just to save the ammo and the aggravation of, restocking stuff. And, plus if I'm not going to be paid on it, then, I just end up burning money instead of gaining it. Okay, looks like we jumped to the wrong thing.
Quantum drive is now off.
And as you put better components in, you'll see that it's cooling, so I can't jump immediately. That allows you to enter your quantum jump faster, so you can actually do multiple jumps, just in case you have someone that's tailing you or trying to take your cargo or whatever. The faster you can get in and out and back into quantum drive, you'll be able to elude your enemy that is aggroing on you. Okay, now let me see if I can bring up the actual map. They are going to be changing this quantum drive system that they have, so you can instance. It's not forced to be an instance. It's going to be more of a ability for you to get in and out of your own quantum state at any point. Right now, they're using a system where when you're next to a planet, you're doing orbital markers and things like that. So for traversing a planet, say you have an objective on the opposite side of a planet. Once you quantum jump to it, that's a way that they're using to get you around the planet easier. But once they actually change the system, you'll be able to quantum in and out of any direction at any time. So that'll be interesting. I'm not sure when that is coming. I know that it's definitely probably not the next update, but it is something they said they have been actively working on. So you can see now that I'm just over the atmosphere of the planet, I should be able to just stay within the very high atmosphere and then curve around the planet. Sky is so beautiful in this game. Or not sky, but space. That enemy seems to be disabled. Let's see if I can take them out. Partially back online.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Get a lock on him. Missiles.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
Okay. Sure we don't have any other threats around us here. We are looking clear. I think we are good to land. Well, that was successful combat. That was interesting. This thing is pretty capable. This is my first time flying it, and it's definitely a capable piece of machinery. Sure if that's an enemy. Player. Go just attacking a random player. Let me just look at my mission here. Nice, so I'll probably have to infiltrate this,
Friendly fire.
We're getting hit!
Okay, why can't I put down landing gear? There we go.
Docking initiated.
The gear is definitely down.
Landing complete. Lock engines offline.
Take the rest of this by foot. Almost on.
I got you covered. I'll cover you. It's on now. Cutter, slow lively. Okay, let's do this. Go ahead. They got your cousin. Someone got that.
How's that hitting me?
I'll cover you. Holy shit! They just killed me. Damn! I got you. Go, go. Go, go! I got your back. Oh, jeez, we're getting poked! I'll keep them occupied. I got you covered. What's going down? We're getting shit, back down! Go, go, I got your back! I'll cover you! No, shit, that hurts. I'll cover you! Now, shit! Last one! Bring it! Yeah, we lost one. Go ahead. I'll keep them occupied. Someone, anyone, I need a heal. Here we go. Not a problem. Holy shit! They just killed him.
One thing is you do have to repool ammo in this game. Magazines aren't just endless. You do have a set amount of magazines. And whatever ammo you are carrying needs to be repooled into them. Hopefully I can clear this mission without the need to take any other individual's weapon. I should have brought enough. I mean, I don't really know because I've never really done a mission like this before, but there's somebody somewhere. Wait, I'll get shot in the back. Pistol, ripper. Go.
I'll cover you.
You covering shit, dude.
I've got you covered. Oh, man. He's going down. I've got you covered. Laying down covering fire. I'll keep him occupied.
This facility is massive.
Go ahead. Someone wants to tussle.
You thought you were gonna fucking kick me in the head, didn't you, you little bastard? What's the atmosphere in here? Safe. God. Not a good time to have to eat, Clint.
I'll cover you. I'll cover you. I'll keep him occupied.
Hopefully some med pens in here. Yeah, there we go. What? Come back up. Excellent. Just got myself a free sniper rifle. That's what I was kind of looking for, actually. So far I've used an AR. This is SMG. And next mission I do, I'm going to be using the sniper rifle. Is that a weapons case? No, I thought that might have been some kind of like super cool weapons case. You know what? I'm going to take that. Definitely some more med pens. Why is it here? Nope. Trina med. Is that a whole other side? Oh my god.
Oh shit! I'm hit!
And not get down there. Okay. Skip is that way. There's got to be other people up here on this pad. That's those same magazines. I'll take those. Boys over here throwing grenades at me.
Yeah, I got ya. Ah, god damn it!
You got shit, bro.
Okay, let's do this. I've got you covered. Here we go. Damn it,
Way
that
to
hurts.
miss shots, bro.
I got you. Go, go. I'll cover you.
You kidding me?
It's
I
on
only have
now.
one magazine left?
Yeah, you owe me though. Guess we're fighting. I'll cover you. Cut down.
Fuck is that gun going? Where did it go?
Laying down covering fire.
Okay, I guess not. It's a fucking shotgun. I don't want a shotgun.
Bring it. I got you covered. I got you. Go, go.
It's on
I
now.
got you covered. Here we go. They got me. They really got me. Oh shit! I'm hit.
You're kidding me. How many fucking shots does that guy take to the head? Oh my god. Holy cow.
Got tagged. I was about to pop off. We lost one.
Who the fuck are you shooting my ship?
I was about to pop off.
Oh, don't tell me that's a fucking engine that fell off. Oh my god. Okay. I was like, oh no, is that like one of my engines? Because that, you know, there are destructible parts in these. Okay. I've had enough of you shooting at my ship.
Engines online. Launch complete. Shield system is active.
Wow, he's been working on my ship for a while. I have quite a bit of damage if you see on the left-hand side there. While I was inside the facility, completely unaware that he was just... He was just putting in work. Check out the mission objective and see how close I am to completing it. Go to Vivir, green and green. Neutralize the targets. So why is that telling me that's friendly fire? When I'm hitting targeting.
Shield system, is it?
I'm almost wondering if I didn't have to go inside at all and I actually just wasted time and didn't actually complete part of what the objective, quote unquote, wanted me to do. Because being in, you know, in an alpha state, it's pretty vague as far as, you know, what the objectives are. A lot of times you can just figure them out on your own, but some of them are pretty difficult to figure out. And now I'm just kind of getting wrecked out here when I could have been just doing space PvE combat the whole time. I'm actually going to check something.
Shield system offline.
Is there a... If I can jump to Hurston, repair my ship, refuel, and rearm,
Quantum drive is now on.
then I can complete this.
Landing gear up. Quantum drive is now off.
Go to First Harbor. First we'll go to this orbital marker so we can jump around the planet. Then it should be a straight shot where we can rearm, refuel.
Quantum drive is now
Yeah, I don't believe it was necessary at all, actually, to to go on the station. That's Vivier. We don't want that. That's where we're eventually going to go back to. And now we go to OM. This should be the final orbital marker jumping, and we should be able to straight shot right into. Yep. Warning, major torque imbalance. Shields are critical. Ship isn't acting too quirky, so we didn't lose the engine, but you know, there is definitely some damage. I can feel it. I also have a medical grade 3 injury on my arm. But we won't worry about that yet. We gonna land? Where are you putting us? Services here. Repair. Stock. Refuel.
Quantum fuel is at 100%.
You are clear to launch.
Still not even sure what they want me to achieve here. It just says return. Is the only objective. So, I mean, I left, right? I don't know if all of the objectives were met. I'd like it if they were a little more specific in whether they want actual infiltration of the place, or they just want you know, orbital security in a way, and just take out the threats in space. Stay, buddy. We're not maneuvering this. You, huh? You think you're gonna get away? I wonder where my pip went. Show the range. This is just wasting ammo. This whole ship is fucking red. Like,
Shield system is hit.
is this glitched? Like, there's no way this ship is taking this much fire. I'm just gonna die right here.
Contact. We're out of ammo.
So now I only have... So that... I killed 4 ships last time, right? And now I can't even kill 1, and I'm back out of ammo. There's no way. There's no way. This has to be glitched. It's not clearing anything. It's not doing anything. It says return to Vavir. I'm returning. It's not clearing anything and going to the next objective.
Contact. Shield system is hit. Contact. Shield system offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, that's just crazy. There has to be something wrong. I mean, it doesn't matter. I still have fun doing it, but I'm not just going to endlessly shoot at something without having some kind of an achievement to be gained from it. And that's crazy. Contracts. See, I've already done that 3 times, and it said yes, return to Revere is complete. Neutralize the targets. I did. And then they came back, and it didn't clear it. Yeah, we're abandoning that. That is not even remotely achievable. Let's bring up our map. We'll head back to New Babbage. Swap out this ship. I do like the way this this ship flies and plays, though. I also do wonder if these are going to be gameplay loops that are going to be part of a larger string of missions. That's why they are able to be complete. I know they're going to be adding instance-driven missions into this to where it's actually going to pull you out of the MMO and it's going to put you in like your separate private party mission style things that you can do with only friends. That way there's no interruption, so it'll have that kind of mix, almost like Sea of Thieves does, where you can do like adventures that, you know, are God, it's been so long since I played that I can't remember what they're called, but like the story style missions, and you know, you enter it specifically with your party. That way you're not left to the devices of other players doing, you know, unintended things and maybe ruining missions for you or something like that. Because, you know, who knows what kind of, you know, thoughts they have and plans they have, whether or not, you know, you have to protect a certain asset or defend a certain asset till it reaches a certain point, and then you have toxic players that come in and, you know, try to destroy the asset when, you know, you and your team are trying to do things. So to remove that behavior, you can instance spawn you know, a certain mission. I mean, it's not that I mind that it didn't finish, but that's I'm interested to see, you know, after this inventory update comes and they start tying up, you know, a lot of the loose ends that they have. I think I am going to buy this ship, though, once 1.0 comes out. Or maybe even sooner. Actually, it may be the next ship I purchase. I think it's a little over 2 million credits. So once I save up enough in-game credit, then I can also use that. Because it definitely holds a lot more cargo than, say, the Titan Avenger does, or the Intrepid, or any of the true starter ships. Plus, I'm going to need medical care. I need to pick up ammo. I need to treat my injury.
Quantum drive is now off. Shield system online.
That's another reason I like the RSI Hermes is, you know, it's lasers. You know, when you have ballistics do more damage and penetration through to hit the vehicle components, but lasers, although they're weaker, they can incapacitate a ship faster, but they do have unlimited recharge. So there's no, you know, going back to restock. So the only thing you would need to restock would be the missiles. And again, I probably could have used missiles on there, but I wanted to check the ballistics on this. We all know what missiles do, size 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet this ship would be fantastic for a single headhunt of a single ship in space. Maybe next time I play, I'll try that loop.
Found you the perfect spot. Great. Your vehicle should be all set.
Engines offline. Resistors are offline.
Another 5K, another almost 10K burned without getting paid. That's okay though. I run one cargo mission. I can get all that back. Cargo missions are very easy to complete because it's very defined terms in what you need to do as far as the cargo you need, the destination you need, whereas some of the PvP or PvE combat missions are they can be a little wonky at times, I'm not gonna lie. The bunker missions seem to be a little easier to complete because it's, you know, it gives you a percentage breakdown of enemies that you have to clear, but even then sometimes, like, it'll show that you've cleared 100% of the enemies, but then all of a sudden they'll all respawn. So it won't actually clear it for you.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, this is a bad server because if you see
Your
it's
vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again.
it's taken a while for things to actually register. I imagine there's a little bit more instability in the game now because of the player spike from the free play, free fly event. What was that? Why did that not, like, give me any sustenance? As far as hydration level. Let's go get some medical attention. Get rid of this tier 3 wound on my arm. This is one of the bugs too, where everybody looks like they're scared. It's been like that for quite a while, since I started playing the game. They just made a mention of it in their patch notes that are coming up. Oh, this would be where you would clear your fines and citations. If you have a criminal record or something. No fines. I'm good. Say if you were to kill a, you know, a player. Definitely interested in that Wicklow. Spire Grand Medical Facility this way.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Careful, doors are now closing.
Oh.
Nearing next stop.
For a trash can. Like I said, man, you gotta be a good citizen in the verse. Can't be leaving trash all over the place. Okay, here's the care center. Let's go pick up. What do I have for? It's the max lift I picked up. What is this? Here's our 12 shotgun. We will take that off. We no longer want that. I'm not sure which I liked better. Is it the SMG or the AR? I like the ability to carry a lot of ammo with that SMG. Another bug. For some reason the interface stopped working.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
The C54 magazines. Buy. We'll buy 10 of those.
Good purchase.
Spell? Oh, I already had one down in my storage. That's okay. People will keep that. Sport. We got plenty of med pens and themes. Go in that aspect. Oh. Let's go fix our wounds. Ah, that would be where you buy ship insurance. Have a regeneration point here. Shop, don't need it. Place I check in at. There it is. Oh.
Hello. Everything good?
Dude, how are you not providing medical care?
Copy that.
Well, just like hangars, apparently there's limited availability for medical facilities too. Fine, I'll just heal myself.
You play so far?
No, I just need you to take care of my long term. Let's see if I can break into a room. Is that a thing? The restroom? No. Down here in the room. Oh, denied. Yo, where's your grandma? Get her out of that room. I need that room. Come on. I'll launch you, bro. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Stay sharp. There's a lot of crazies out today.
Stunning. So?
Well, that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna waste any more time.
How's it going?
Damn, bro, you got some sick ass threads right there. Or what are you?
How you doing?
Oh, you're a female. Sorry about that. Don't cancel me. Guess we'll go back to the spaceport and then we'll just load off. Tier 3 isn't that bad. I mean, I can live with it. It's only a 5% reduction in total health. Oh my god, I've been playing this game for 2 hours and 10 minutes. That is crazy.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Careful, doors are now closing.
Dog's looking at me like, dude, what the fuck, man? You've never played this long. My sessions are usually like an hour and a half I'll play for. But I've got quite a few days off here, so I want to make sure I make the rounds on all the gameplay loops, because all I've done so far was the cargo runs. And a little bit of salvation, using the ship since they give it to you for free. Or salvage missions using the salvation.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
New Babbage International Space Terminal. Yeah, this is annoying. Everybody is a little freaked out. Meanwhile, you can't even pull out weapons in this area. Spaceport lobby.
Looking for a quick time? Be sure to leave it one as far as possible. Only a quick ride on the metro.
Everybody surfing, surfing USA.
The Empire is leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation.
All right. No, I don't want to go to. Go to my small hangar. We'll pull out the Avenger Titan. So if you want to change your liveries on your ships, before you pull your ship up, you just go to Vehicles right here. And then you go to Select Ship, and we'll do the Avenger Titan. And this is where you're going to be switching out all your components, whether they're liveries, propulsions, weapons, vehicles, avionics. So you'll see under liveries here, when you buy a package, you automatically get these two. So if I unequip it, now it'll go back to its standard black and white. Kind of looks very NASA-ish. I really like this one, or the Icebreaker, which makes it kind of a foil, reflective look. I like that one too. So we'll equip that one. And let's go pull the ship up.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicles, your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
So you can see this is a small terminal. It's considerably smaller with only one freight elevator and the small ones. So when you do come into the terminal, just orientate your ship to, make your offloading and reloading of cargo efficient. There's plenty of space inside the hangar to rotate ships. Isn't it beautiful? So this is the starter ship that I used. It was the Titan. Like I said, I went for this one because it can do a multi-role. It's not only combat, but it does have the SCU of cargo right here in the back. Right here would be where the cargo would be. And it's a very basic ship. It hasn't gone through its gold pass yet, so it doesn't have componentry. But it does come with a bed for bed logging, so you can log out wherever you want in space if you want to stop playing. It does have a fire extinguisher, so it is partially ready to receive its componentry. I imagine this will be some type of maybe a slide-up panel to hold some components.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
You should be good to go.
The ship is much more nimble, much quicker. Especially considering the RSI Hermes, that one, like I said before, you can really feel the heft and the weight on that. Where something like this is much more fighter style.
Looks like you're on your way.
Its pitch and roll are much faster.
And I hope you're able to visit us here at New Babbage again.
Do some low flying here over the mountains. It's kind of why it doesn't bother me if missions don't complete. Eventually they will. Right now, you have to play the game with the expectation that you're going to lose everything, except for the ships that you actually pledged with real money. You'll keep your starter ship, but any ship that you do purchase with the in-game credits, they're going to have to wipe all the materials, or all the upgrades, everything you've done. That way, there's a nice level playing field for the game to start off on. Which, if you're playing the game, you already understand that. Can't let stuff like that bother you. So, you know, these planets are fully traversable too. It's not just, you know, quote unquote warp points that you go to when you have a, you know, a quantum leap. You can physically go there. That, you know, it'll just take you an extremely long amount of time. You know, when you're dealing with gigameters and you're only traveling meters per second, just divide out the time of your speed based on the distance, and it's going to line up. Let's see what we have out here. Off in the distance, we have something. It's a player ship. He's either bedlogged or just enjoying the view. Let's park next to him in a non-threatening manner. You can see even this small ship that's a starter ship has a, you know, 2 ways to get in and out of it. It has the rear and then also the canopy. Wow, that thing is huge. I think that's the 890 it's called. This is the one that has like a full jacuzzi and a couple of suites in it. And it's like a moving hotel. It's really... You know, if you were to look it up, people make you know, YouTube videos, you know, on the ships with ship tours, kind of like you know, the small one I gave in the beginning of my first video. Wow, that thing is huge. I hope he doesn't think I'm hostile. I'm also have no intent on stealing the ship if it is open. Yeah, that is the, yep, that is the 890. It's like some Bezos or Musk type stuff right there. Not me, I'm just a little minnow in a big ocean. I wonder if he purchased this ship or it was actually grind, you know, from a grind. I know there's lots of players in this game that have, you know, billions and billions of in-game cash. They've been playing it for, you know, obviously since inception. Yeah, that's the elevator. The ship is all locked up tight. This thing is massive. The landing gear on it alone is the size of my Titan. Beautiful ship, whoever this is. Beautiful ship. Absolutely massive. I like the way CIG designs their things too, as you know, being real world space, real, you know, mechanical. Getting windy out here, storming a little bit. Sun's going down, getting colder. Definitely getting colder. 31, 30 C. I also don't mind playing this either when, you know, I encounter problems or bugs, because the game has a log system to where you can send anything off. And then I can put that, you know, on a priority list for them to look at. Make the player experience better. It's part of understanding what, you know, alpha, beta, and release actually is. No storm outside. Precipitation on the windshields. Let's head towards the dark side.
Shields offline.
I don't have no power to my thrusters.
Shields online.
look over this ridge. Frozen body of water, maybe? I want to say there's lights on the ships. Like headlights. Not sure what the keybind is, though. A little bit of skimming. I enjoy doing this just to practice my flight. When you're doing cargo missions, you have all the time in the world to, to prepare yourself and dock and things like that. But when you're in a combat situation like I was before, it helps to know how to maneuver a ship. Should be Port Tressler up there. We're just gonna get out of atmosphere and then I'm gonna bed log. Actually, you know what? I'll go to Port Tressler and repair the snow skim and damage the underside of my vehicle.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Shields online.
It's much different having 6 degrees of freedom, you know, in space flight than, you know, as opposed to, you know, like a Microsoft Flight Simulator or something like that.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Engines offline.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Please visit us again.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? When I landed, do repairs. I always like to leave the game with a nice clean slate, so when I jump onto it, I can just do whatever, you know, I'm in the mood to do. I don't want to go out and forget about it and then try to do some PvE single ship-to-ship combat. And already starting off on a bad foot with damage. Fueled, repaired, and restocked. But this is the Avenger Titan. Highly recommend it. 2 size 3s on either side of the wing, on the underside, and a size 4. It's a combination of both laser and ballistic. So this is your ballistic, and then you have your laser, so you have capability to you know, take a ship down, disable it, and then destroy it or board it.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again.
I'm gonna go up here in Port Trust. I think there's a medical facility here. Not sure. Damn. Full stop. Looks like the Wasp. Or Ant-Man.
Vehicle retrieval
Oh,
system.
who the hell are you?
Vehicle selected.
Good lord.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been to the Please
Yeah,
visit
bro.
us again. Goodbye.
God, I'm feeling a little bit hungry. Bada bing.
Report to emergency. Track lift to emergency.
Room 6.
RN Ashcroft, please calm the front desk. RN Ashcroft, contact the front desk.
You go. No more achy arm.
Right now. Security to storage room 3.
So if you ever get in an elevator and it says that it's somebody else's elevator, it doesn't matter. Just use your mouse wheel or controller and get all the way to the bottom, and then your options of your hangars will be down there. See, back in my hangar. Alright, I think we're gonna log out right here. I've been playing for 2 hours and 45 minutes. This was a hell of a session. Really didn't get much done, but it was fun. It was fun. I definitely enjoyed this game. You know, for me, a game means more to me when it can relax me than, you know, if, you know, it has to be constant go, 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 go. You know, it's okay just to be, you know, in a place or go do something, or, you know, like I was flying before, and I'm not completing any objectives, I'm not doing anything, and it's still enjoyable to me. It's just one of those aspects of gaming that I enjoy the most, which is why when I do play games, I get more hours out of a game than most people. I wouldn't say I'm a completionist, but I do like engaging with the different types of combat that games set out, you know, the objectives that they make, and you know, even if it's an MMO and it's fishing or it's, you know, the crafting or, you know, clothing making, armor making, things like that. So you really don't understand a game and enjoy it to its fullest. I mean, you may not think you know, you're going to do a certain aspect of a game, but I find there's days when I log in where I want a different type of gameplay, and a game like this offers that for me, you know, which most MMOs and RPGs do. Those are the games that I find to be the most interesting. The, you know, your standard run-of-the-mill shooter, it just doesn't do it for me. You know, it's fun, and I'm not saying I don't play them, but you know, as far as engaging with the content, it's, you know, it's not there for me. It's almost like a shooter. Strictly shooter to me is almost like a racing game, or, you know, a Forza. Yeah, it looks beautiful and it's a lot of fun to play, but it's a very tight window of enjoyment. You know, it's, you know, it's a mastery level of, you know, a single aspect of driving or the single aspect of shooting, instead of, you know, today maybe I want to go collect materials, or, you know, tomorrow I might want to do ship PvE, or the next day I might want to do a bounty PvE, and, you know, the following day I might want to go do salvage missions. Or but this game is free right now to play, and they do give you, you know, multiple ships to try out that will engage in different loops, you know, so it's, you know, up till February 23rd, so there's a considerable amount of time if you want to jump into the verse and check it out. And, you know, I highly recommend you do. And if you do and you enjoy the game, by all means, you know, send me a in-game friend request, and, you know, you can see right here in the upper right-hand corner, I am 0 of 0. I've been doing 100% solo content. I haven't attempted to do any, you know, friend making or joining or anything like that. I've done missions with other people, but it was strictly on a, you know, you see them in the world, and then you can invite them to the party, and then that's it. You do the mission, then you disband. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched the video. I know that today is a long one, but it was definitely enjoyable for me, and I hope that you enjoyed the content, as far as maybe just putting it on in the background and chilling out. So you can see here, this is, you know, alliance events and things. So the game does have, you know, continuous addition of, you know, content loops to do, whether they're solo or, you know, the majority of the loop that's going on right now for 4.6 is, you know, able to be done in a party. So that's really interesting to engage in that gameplay. And then, you know, after the mission is done, everybody disbands, and you get closer to your rewards. I don't think I'll be completing the rewards for this update, just because I'm having too much fun on my own. You know, getting to know the controls, getting to know the ships, playing different game loops. So, alright guys, I just want to say thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.